Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to FNB Field here on the campus of Frontier Community College, home of the Bobcats baseball team. I'm Derek Dunn, Claire Vaughn alongside, and running our cameras, Alec Vaughn. We thank you for joining us here on this Saturday on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Today's matchup features the Bobcats taking on the Kishwaukee College Cougars. Bobcats have won 4 straight, looking to extend it to 5, possibly 6, while the Cougars looking to win their first game of the young season and possibly win 2. Recap of yesterday's action here at FNB Field as these two teams took on each other in a doubleheader. Bobcats defeated the Cougars 10-0 in the first game as Will Newberry was the winning pitcher. Second game, well, it'd be the opposite of that, much closer as Frontier topped Kishwaukee 5-4. Artem Logvinov had the game-winning hit to deep left field. Josh Monty was the winning pitcher for that. Overcast skies today, supposed to be mostly sunny according to the weather forecast. Highs in the low 50s, calm wind as well. We see the flag, the U.S. flag flapping in the breeze over there a little bit, but not nearly as windy as it was yesterday. Claire, we saw the debut of Bobcat Nation. We also saw the Bobcats winning 2 games yesterday. Good day overall as a whole.
It really was a good day, and I just want to say thank you to Bobcat Nation welcoming us. Everyone has been so friendly and receptive, and we just are so happy to be a part of Bobcats athletics. So
yes,
thank you all for joining us yesterday, and glad to see some of you back here joining us again already today as we approach this doubleheader.
Yeah, I'm employed here at the college,
Yes.
and I see a few of the athletes. I saw Finn O'Connell over there earlier, and see Reagan Kosher, the volleyball team, Melissa Young of the volleyball team over there next to us, and a few of them that I see on a daily basis here. But it's great to see. I don't get to see all these athletes here, but it's great to watch them out there in the field and having fun and playing ball.
Yep, it really is fun to watch and fun to feel a part of it, I guess. But yeah, we've got some great students here, some great student athletes, and from all over the United States and all over the world.
Yeah. By the way, live chat is on and active. If you want to say hi to us, we'll say hi to you back. And also, if you haven't subscribed to Bobcat Nation on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Already over 200 subscribers. And also hit that bell icon. That way you know when we're streaming live. And again, if you want to watch our stream again, or if you missed it, it's archived. That way you can watch it anytime you want. If you want to binge watch Bobcats baseball. Oh. Yeah. At the playing of the national anthem, and about time to play ball.
Snuck up on us there.
Yeah, I was thinking, oh, okay. Happened to see the player standing up there, wondered about that. Well, anyway, for Frontier on the mound is Zach Leduc, the pitcher, and he's going to be pitching for the Bobcats today. Leading off for Kishwaukee is Evan Hill, the shortstop. Hill played yesterday. I thought he had a nice game against Frontier in both games. And then it'd be Zach Vancouver, the second baseman, and Tyler Jacobson, the catcher for the Kishwaukee Cougars, again, based out of Malta, Illinois, west of DeKalb and northern part of the state.
We already have some live chat action. Sarah Harris, I'm not sure how to pronounce her.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But she was watching with us yesterday as well, and she's back today. She says, yay, so happy to be back watching since we live so far away. We're glad to have you. I hope you enjoyed your Texas Roadhouse last night. We also have Swole Firehouse, second day watching. Thanks for the live feed, cheering for Pierce Burrell and the Bobcats.
Well, hey, guys, thank you for joining us here on Bobcat Nation again. The live chat is open, and hi to you both. And, again, not a bad day at all. A little bit overcast, but, not supposed to rain.
It's a little warmer than it was yesterday. Like you said, the wind isn't as bad.
No.
And I know that affected a lot of the players in their in the outfield with their catches yesterday. So they'll have hopefully a little bit easier without the sun in their face and the wind blowing that ball all around. So.
Yeah. Bobcats wearing the yellow uniforms today. Kishwaukee wearing the dark green uniforms. And we're just about ready to go under action. Center fielders Carter Ruffner, Artem Alogvinov, shortstop for the Bobcats on defense, Aiden Wright, catcher, Keegan Martin, the designated hitter, Pierce Barley for third baseman, Dawson Schumann for first base. Steele Jackson had a nice game yesterday over at left field, Bryce Humphrey at right field, and Josh Colon at second base. And here we go with a start of Bobcats baseball again. Evan Hill, the first batter, and that one is going to be inside. First pitch one, that's 1-0 the count. First pitch is a ball from Zach. LeDuc awaits the sign. And he winds up, and here's the pitch. And that one also another inside pitch. This time 2-0. As the pitcher is down. And the count. Zach looking for his first strike of the game. Again, we just got underway here on Bobcat Nation, Bobcats baseball. That one, the pitch down the middle, nice strike.
Go.
Right there, low in the middle.
I got Emma Harden saying, let's go Kish. And Andrew Jacobs says, good morning from Niagara Park, Australia. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, guys. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday today. That one was high. Could not find the zone. About chin music level. 3-1 the count on Hill. Hill might be the first batter being walked here. We'll see, though. Zach looking for another strike. Here's the pitch on the way. That one's down the middle.
Go.
Nice pitch by LeDuc. That was a fastball in the middle. 3-2 the count. No outs, just got underway. Pitch on the way from LeDuc. Hill takes a rip at that one over right field. Can it be caught or is it going to be foul? And it is
it's foul.
Foul. It was not caught. A long strike right there.
He ran so fast, he ran right out of his hat.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, give credit to Humphrey, the right fielder for the Bobcats, because you can tell he had a burst of speed, trying to maybe make a catch out of it, try to get that first out. But Hill will go back. The shortstop, Evan Hill of Kishwaukee, first batter of the day, as he steps back into the box.
Andrew Jacobs from Niagara Park, Australia. He says it's 4 a.m. there. So when he says good morning, he really means good morning. I was wondering what time it was. So,
well, good morning to you, Andrew. And that's a strike on Hill.
And Bowerly is how we say it.
Bowerly,
yes.
I'm sorry.
We struggled with it yesterday, and Swole Firehouse is chiming in, and he's like, it's a tough one to pronounce, but his name is Bowerly.
Bowerly. I try to remember. I slept since then.
Thanks, guys. Doing a great job. We appreciate it, and keep correcting us, please. We'll get it down.
Zach Vancouver, the second baseman for the Cougars of Kishwaukee, up at the plate. Right-handed batter. Nice pitch right there down the middle for Zach LeDuc. The battle of the Zacks. Zach Vancouver, Zach LeDuc. LeDuc awaits the sign from Wright, the catcher, and we got a time here. As Vancouver takes a practice swing. He steps back in the batter's box, hands on the knob of the bat. LeDuc wheels and deals. That one on the inside part of the plate, a little high. That'd be a ball. 1-1 the count. So far, no hits for Kishwaukee yet. Still early. One out so far for the Cougars. They'll get a runner on here. 2-1 the count. That ball high, about chin level, the inside part of the plate. LeDuc waits the sign from Wright. He gets it. Winds up, here's the pitch. That one's high again. 3-1 the count. Kind of like shades what we just saw a few minutes ago against Hill.
Don't count him out yet, though. You said last time there was going to be a walk, and he came back. So
yeah,
let's see it again.
Eat my own words. And
There
he
we
went.
go.
Yeah, that was a pitch down the middle. 3-2 the guy. He threw his bat.
Threw his bat.
I'm a little surprised by that.
He wasn't sure about that call, I guess.
He probably thought it was a walk, probably. Anyway, 3-2. It's a full count. Next pitch on the way. That one's high, about shin level inside, and first walk batter of the day.
We have Lisa Novinsky checking in. Thanks again for streaming. Let's go, Kish. Thanks for joining us today, Lisa.
And again, it's great to have Bobcat fans and
Yeah.
Cougar fans, and
Right.
We've seen it with the Mule Nation broadcast before, Claire, where we have people watching from the opposing team's fan bases, and it's always a lot of fun.
Just know we're probably rooting for the Bobcats, but we're still happy that you guys are here watching us too. So
Yeah.
it's all about some friendly competition and some friendly banter. So
Tyler Jacobson, the catcher for the Cougars, up at the plate. He may bunt on this one, actually, with Vancouver's got some speed over at first. We'll see here if that's the case. Oh, he hits this one. This one's roped out to center field. See if the center fielder can make the catch, and he does. Meanwhile, Vancouver hustles back over to first. So fly out over to center field for Jacobson. Not deep enough, though, to get Vancouver over to second. Plus, Vancouver had to hustle back anyway. So Jack Ryan, the right fielder, up at the plate. Here's the pitch on the way. That one's on the inside part of the plate. Be a ball on that one. Want to know the count. By the way, my baseball terminology, a little bit rusty. I haven't called a baseball game or softball game in, since probably last year, I think, or 2 years ago. So I'm kind of trying to get back to where I was at before. Throw to first pickoff attempt. Unsuccessful that time.
I think you're doing a great job, Double D.
I'm trying.
Like a can of corn.
Yeah, like what Mark said earlier, can of corn. That's what I had for lunch yesterday, one of the sides anyway. Pitch on the inside, throw over to second, pickoff attempt, and he's out at second.
Nice.
Great job by Wright, the catcher, Aiden Wright, of throwing out Vancouver. After the top of the first inning, we're scoreless, 0-0 here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Welcome back here to FNB Field, home of the Bobcats. Derek Dunn, Claire Vaughn alongside Alec Vaughn running camera for us. Claire, good job by the Bobcats defense. We saw fly out over at center. We also saw Wright with the throw over to second to pick off a speedy Zach Vancouver. And now look at the first time today, looking at the Bobcats offense.
Yeah.
Starting off Carter Ruffner, the center fielder, followed by Artem Logvinov, had the game-winning hit yesterday in the second game of that doubleheader. And then Aiden Wright, the catcher. We go on down the line. So
I got Linda Mons checking in on the live chat. She says, I'm enjoying watching your broadcast. Hope to be there in person later today. Linda, I think you can make it longer than an inning today. It's a little bit warmer, a little bit more enjoyable up here today. So we will see you later.
Hi, Linda.
It's still weird for me to call her Linda.
Yeah,
It's Miss Monge,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
It'll always be Miss Monge.
Absolutely, yeah. I missed Monge in high school my freshman year for Algebra 1A, and that was the course I took years ago. And
Oh, my goodness.
But,
What else was I going to say? Oh, I wanted to introduce ourselves.
Yes.
Because we have a lot of people, that aren't from Fairfield watching. I am Claire Vaughn, and I am the owner of Raylan James Marketing, RJ Marketing. Started as a really small business, 2019 through COVID, just doing social media posts and things like that. And it's really taken off. We started Mule Nation in August for football and volleyball for the high school. And now we've just completed the basketball season as well, live streaming FCHS sports and band and activities, parades. And yeah, Double D, he's a part of our Mule Nation and now Bobcat Nation crew, and it's good to have him on board doing play-by-play. He has a lot of radio experience, and we're lucky to have him. And then Alec, no relation to me, different spellings of our last name, but he does an amazing job with the camera work. So we're happy to be here, and thank you guys for joining us on Bobcat Nation.
I've been broadcasting sports for 14 years, and it's a pitch. And down the middle right there for Ruffner. Pitcher, by the way, for Kishwaukee here. I believe that is Skinner, I believe. So, forgot to write that down in my stat book. That one was high and outside. Curveball just could not get in. Now, I've got 14 years of broadcasting experience of sports and been doing it for a long time. Do my best, and every announcer has their own style, and but enjoy doing what I'm doing. Cover mainly a lot of high school, but covered some college as well. That one's a pitch, and that one's a strike on the outside part of the plate to Ruffner. Carter Ruffner, center fielder. Artem Longvinov on deck, the shortstop. Let me see here. Jacob Skinner is who's pitching out there for Kishwaukee. I'm making note of that. I thought I had him down. It looks like I didn't, so. Pitch low and outside. That'll be a ball. So 2-2 the count. Deuce is wild up there on the board. Again, first look at this Bobcats offense today here. Bottom of the first inning. Kishwaukee did not score a run in the top of the first. Ruffner waits the pitch. Skinner left-handed deals this one outside. Make it be a full count, 3-2. Again, these two teams took on each other yesterday. Frontier won both games of the doubleheader, looking to extend their winning streak. They won four straight games. Skinner waits a sign. Here it is. I swung at that one and missed, and that's a strikeout. So Ruffner strikes it on that one. And now we have Artem Longvinov, Artie as we like to call him, comes up to the plate. A shortstop. And he had the game-winning hit yesterday, deep to left field. Looked like it was going to be gone, but it just went off the wall right there. But at least it stayed in, and it was the game-winning hit. Here's the pitch from Skinner. That one down the middle. Strike on that one. Longvinov, a sophomore. Bats right, throws right. Next pitch on the way. That one's in the middle. That may go for a single. Oh, it's scooped up right there with the second baseman over first, and Artie is out.
I thought it was going to go right through the gap there for a second.
4-3 put out right there. Got a piece of it, though. Just could not get it right through the infield. Now, Aiden Wright, the catcher, up at the plate. Griffith, Indiana, freshman, throws right, bats right. Aiden Wright. Where's number one? Nice pickoff attempt to end the top of the first inning for Wright. Skinner waits a sign. Here's the pitch. That one ends up part of the plate, a strike. Nice pitch right there by Skinner. Off to a good start early on the mound. Frontier looking for their first hit of the day. Here's his bottom of the first. Pitch on the way. That one had some movement, but it was low and inside. On deck, by the way, is Keegan Martin, the designated hitter. And followed by him, Pierce Bowerly. I think I said that right.
Oh, PB.
PB, like peanut butter. Every time I hear that, that's what I think of. That pitch is on the inside. 2-1 the count. 2 out so far for the Bobcats here, bottom of the first. Skinner waits a sign. He deals. That one on the outside part of the plate this time. That's a strike. Deuce is wild up on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Aiden Wright looking for his first hit of the day for him as well as the Bobcats. Skinner pitches. Oh, it just went off near the knob of the bat right there near his hands for Wright. Just fouled over to the right toward the Bobcat dugout. Next pitch upcoming here. There's the pitch from Skinner on the outside part of the plate, just outside. 3-2 now. Full count for Aiden Wright. Again, Keegan Martin on deck, the designated hitter for the Bobcats. Wright puts the hands on the knob of the bat. See, it waits the next pitch from Skinner. Here's the pitch. This one's outside. He's walked. First walk of the day for the Bobcats, and now we got Keegan Martin coming up to the plate. Martin, designated hitter from Newmarket, Ontario. Freshman. Where's number 15?
I asked Mark this yesterday, Derek. What would be your walkout song?
Oh, boy, that's a tough question.
That's what he told me. I knew right off the top of my head.
I don't. I think I've got one in mind. I'm going to go with the Black Eyed Peas, Boom, Boom, Boom.
Hey, I'm Black Eyed Peas, too. I'm Mahump, so.
Oh, Mahump, yeah.
We're on the same.
There's all kinds of options.
Oh, I know. Just anything that gets you pumped up, makes
Yeah.
you get excited. And
Yeah. Well, anyway, good question, though. And Martin again, Keegan Martin, left-handed batter, throws right. Martin's first at-bat of the day. Pitch on the way. That was inside. He had to kind of back up a little bit.
what is it called when you bat left and you throw right?
Switch, is it?
And there's a word for it. What is it?
Ambidextrous.
Ambidextrous. I gotta look it up because my stepson is this. It's they say that it makes you a better swinger, a power swinger, because I don't know, hitter, I guess. But I'll look it up. I'll come back to you.
I know that I think of Lance Barkman, who played for the Houston Astros, helped the Cardinals get the World Series, and back in 2011, he was a switch hitter. He could, bat at any
right
side of the
or
plate.
left. Yeah,
Yeah, he was a switch hitter and had some power too. Big Puma. Pitch on the way. That one on the inside. That's a strike on Martin. 2-1 the count. 2 outs here. Aid right over at first because he was walked. Nobody on second and third. Skinner, the pitcher on the mound for the Cougars, looking to get this strikeout here. Oh, did he go? They're saying he. I guess, well, 2-2. 2-2 the count. Okay, 2-2, 2 outs here. There's the pitch on the way. This one's hit over to left. Shallow pop fly right there, and it is caught by the Cougars. And that'll end the first inning of action.
Okay, I don't know what it's called yet, but some trivia. What famous Hall of Famers batted left and threw right?
Famous Hall of Famer?
Yeah, Hall of Famers. There's a list of.
I could use a hint.
Okay. Well, one of them is Yogi Berra.
Oh, Yogi, yeah.
Yogi Berra was one. He's also, famous for his quotes.
Yeah. Yogi Berra-isms or whatever.
Yeah.
Yogi-isms or whatever.
Yes,
yeah.
right. Ted Williams, Wade Boggs, and Ty Cobb.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they have a little bit of an advantage on people that swing and throw with the same arm. So anyway, it's just a little fun fact, some trivia there.
I have a friend up north. He lives in northern Indiana who actually played minor league baseball for the Boston Red Sox. And he had he actually watched Ted Williams at bat, and Ted at the time was 60 years of age, and he said about every fifth pitch, Ted would just hit it out of the park.
Really?
Yeah, he said it was just like, of course, he had already retired at that point in time, but Ted was still active even after he retired, and he said about every fifth pitch, he'd go yard with that ball. So
That's cool to see. I mean, it's impressive watching the athleticism of high school ball players up to college and then, major league. It's a lot of these kids have, dedicated their whole lives to the sport and countless hours spent practicing and weightlifting and, traveling and time spent away from family, following their dreams. And, shout out to the moms and dads as well.
Yeah. They travel
and, give up a lot to help their kids follow their dreams. And shout out to the little sisters and brothers who had to tag along.
Yeah. But, it's that time of year when, we see, right now we're at the college level and, high school and grade school and a lot of ball players be roaming out and about, going to mini fields across, not just Southern Illinois, but everywhere.
Right.
And so it's there's a lot of travel, but boy, it's a lot of fun. And the atmosphere here too, it's, we've been to the football fields, we've been to the basketball gyms, but it's just a different kind of atmosphere that you enjoy, just being outdoors and talking to people and about the game and their son or daughter, I mean, it's always been fun going. So, all right, we got at the plate here for Kishwaukee, we have Isaac Rivera, the first baseman. Rivera up at the plate, and he is going to go over first. So Rivera goes over to first right there, and now we got – actually, I take it back. That was Jack Ryan. My mistake. My mistake on that. Make a note of that. There's Rivera. Okay, my mistake. I was I was looking down at the wrong name. Here's Rivera, the first baseman this time. Ryan over first. May lay down a bunt here. We'll see. Inside part of the plate, a strike on Rivera. Then on deck is Sam Williams, the center fielder for Kishwaukee, followed by Williams is Blake Novinsky, the left fielder. Pitch on the way. That one's outside. 1-1 the count. Zach Leduc right there, the pitcher for the Bobcats. Leduc on the mound. Pitch on the way. This one's hit over to the right side. Will it stay in or was it caught? It will be foul. And it was caught. Okay, I was making sure. I was waiting for clarification on that. So it was caught by the right fielder. So a deep right field fly out here for Rivera.
Hey, John, we are going to work on getting that window clean. We're actually in a press box, and that's what's causing the lens to look like it's dirty. But we're going to get that window in front of us cleaned, so hopefully it'll look better.
Sam Williams, the center fielder for Kishwaukee, up at the plate. First plate appearance for Williams of the day. Again, Jack Ryan over first. Cougars have yet to steal a base of the day. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch right there by Leduc. That was down the middle.
I feel like Leduc is such a good baseball name.
Leduc, Leduc.
I love it.
Pitch on the way from Zach. He pitched, remember watching him pitch a little bit against Oakland City JV. A quick 3 strikes, so Leduc gets another strikeout for him. That's 2 for him. Make a note of that. Blake Novinsky, the left fielder, up at the plate. This one's hit over to right. Can it be caught? And it is caught by the right fielder. Nice catch right there by the Bobcats, Bryce Humphrey. And right now, after the top of the second inning, we're still scoreless here at FNB Field. You're watching Bobcats Baseball on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Welcome back to FNB Field, home of the Bobcats. Still scoreless here between Frontier and Kishwaukee here in the bottom of the second inning. And looks like, by my count, Pierce Bowerly, yeah, that's correct. I was making sure on that. He's going to be leading off the third baseman, followed by Dawson Schumann, the first baseman, still Jackson at left field. And if anyone were to get on, it'd be Bryce Humphrey, the right fielder. Pierce Bowerly from Waynesville, Ohio, freshman. Throws right, bats right. Wears number 36. Had a nice game yesterday for the Bobcats. I had to laugh at the walk-up music. That's pretty good. All right. Jacob Skinner on the mound for Kishwaukee. Had a nice first inning, did Skinner on the mound. So far, both teams have not registered a hit yet. That could change. Ivan's way outside. Ball one. Again, we'd like to remind you this is a doubleheader. We'll be also live streaming the second game following this one. So we got plenty of baseball action for you here today. Sun's starting to come out a little bit brighter. Pitch on the way. That one's low and in the middle, so nearly hugging the ground. 2-0 the count. And Bowerly may not even lift the bat off his shoulder this next attempt. Let's see, though. Skinner trying to find the strike zone this round against Bowerly. Pitch on the way. That one is also middle and low, 3-0. If Bowerly finds a pitch to hit, he'll go for it. But then again, be patient at bat. It's all about being patient at bat. All right. Skinner gets the sign he wants. Here's the pitch on the way. That one is a strike down the middle. Bowerly just watched that one go right by. 3-1 the count. No outs so far. Just got underway with the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch on the way. That one down the middle. Did he go? And that looked like I thought he did. Yep, that is a strike. It was a 3-0 count. Now it's 3-2, a full count. Bowerly looking for his first hit of the day. This is his first at bat, the third baseman for the Bobcats. Pitch on the way from Skinner, and that's a strike. Strikeout of Bowerly. Second strikeout of the day for Jacob Skinner. And now we have at the plate Dawson Schumann, the first baseman, number 32. Schumann from Keller, Texas. Freshman, bats right, throws right. Schumann's first at-bat of the day. Jacob Skinner just got that strikeout against Bowerly. That pitch, outside part of the plate, low, and that's a ball. 1-0 the count. Skinner gets the sign. He deals. Swung on and missed that time, and that'll be a strike. 1-1 the count. One out so far. Still scoreless here at FNB Field between Frontier and Kishwaukee. Skinner gets a sign. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. So 2-1 the count. Okay, live chat is open and active. If you want to say hi to us, we'll give you a shout out in return. It's good to have Cougar and Bobcat fans watching and commenting on the live chat. Skinner deals this one. That one down the middle. That one low. 3-1 the count. So far for the Bobcats, Aiden Wright was walked back in the first. Schumann hoping to get a hit or a walk. We'll see. Skinner with the pitch. That one down the middle and swung at that one and missed. So now it's a full count, 3-2. 3-2 and 1 out here for the Bobcats. Again, both teams have not registered a hit yet. No errors so far. No runs. We're still scoreless here. Here's the pitch on the way. That one's hit over to the shortstop. Fields that one. Throw over to first and got it in time. Good job of Rivera of stretching for that one. That'll be by way of a 6-3 putout. Steele Jackson, the left fielder at the plate. Had a nice game yesterday against Kishwaukee. Steele Jackson, number 14. Again, someone start writing a country western song about him. I like the name. Skinner deals this one, and this one's going to be on the outside part of the plate. That's a strike. On deck is Bryce Humphrey, the right fielder. Humphrey with a couple of nice catches so far for the Bobcats defense. Skinner pitches this one. Oh, and this one's hit over first baseman Rivera. Oh, he lost the handle of it. He fumbled that one. And he's out barely. Ooh, that was close. That was really close. But anyway, nonetheless, though, after 2 complete innings, we're still scoreless here at FNB Field. Bobcats baseball and Cougars baseball coming up. We return this time to the top of the third inning, still scoreless between Frontier and Kishwaukee College. Bobcats versus the Cougars. Up at the plate for Kishwaukee is Adam Rakowski, the third baseman. On deck is Zach Cantu, the designated hitter. Then we go back to the top of the batting order with Evan Hill, the shortstop. Pitch on the way. That one inside low, be a ball. 1-1 the count. Still scoreless here between both teams. Next pitch on the way. That one is a strike down the middle. By the way, upcoming broadcast here, next one following today, March 5th, that'll be on Sunday. Bobcat softball host Oakland City JV at Southwest Park in a doubleheader at 1 and 3 o'clock on Sunday. Again, we'd like to mention all streams for baseball and softball are weather permitting as always. It can be rainy during the spring, so. But
we'll be sure and update you
yes.
on the Facebook page. Follow us on Facebook, and that way you can be updated if broadcasts do get moved. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
Yes. Rakowski was out right there by way of the strikeout, so 3 strikeouts a day for Leduc. Zach Leduc on the mound. Pitch down the middle, a little high that time. That was head towards Zach Cantu. Battle of the Zacks again. Angela saying, let's go Bobcats. Hi, Angela. Longtime supporter of Mule Nation and Bobcat Nation. This one's hit over to the middle. Fielder right there by shortstop. Throw over to first is out. Nice job by the Logvinov. 6-3 that time. Put out. That one had some speed to it. Put out. Now we have Evan Hill, top of the batting order, the shortstop for Kishwaukee. Hill was struck out back in the first by LeDuc, so they meet again. And both teams have not registered a hit yet, no errors. For either team yet, no runs either, so still scoreless as I mentioned. No hits yet. Seeing good defense for both teams. Hill. That one's going to be high. Could not get that one in the zone. 2-0 the count on Hill. Zach Vencura, the second baseman for Kishwaukee, on deck. Pitch on the way. Oh, on the outside part of the plate this time, 3-0. So far, a couple of walks have been allowed here from LeDuc. He's walked a couple of batters. Vencura being one of them. Back in the first. There's a pitch. That one is inside, and Hill will take his base. Third walk given up here by LeDuc. 2 outs here so far. Kishwaukee looking for their first hit of the day. And now you have Zach Vencura, the second baseman, coming up to bat. Alec Vaughn, the cameraman, he brought the sunshine out here. Good to see the sunshine finally. Been a cloudy start to the day. Here's a pitch on the way. That one is, give me the thumbs up. That one's a pitch. That was a strike. Yeah, there you go. That one was a strike right there on the outside part of the plate. Owen won the count. Pitch on the way. Next one, another swing and a miss. LeDuc looking to get his third strikeout of the day. His fourth, I should say. Excuse me, his fourth. Vencura steps back in the batter's box. 0-2 the count, 2 outs. Pitch on the way for LeDuc. Not that time, just outside. Couldn't get in the zone. 1-2 the count, 2 outs. There's the pitch from LeDuc. That one, ooh, that was close. But it's a ball a little high that time, but that was close though. 2-2 the count. Deuce is wild up there on the scoreboard. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch on the way, that one, and that's a strikeout. And LeDuc gets it. His 4th strikeout of the day. Good job for Zach. We go to the bottom of the third. Still scoreless between Frontier and Kishwaukee. Back here in the bottom of the third, the Bobcats offense returns. Bryce Humphrey, the right fielder, I believe, will be coming up to bat. Make sure I'm right on that here. It is Bryce Humphrey, Wadesville, Indiana. Not far from here, actually. About 45 minutes to an hour away. So we'll start with Bryce Humphrey at the plate. Josh Colon, the second baseman, and then we go back to the top of the batting order with Carter Ruffner. The big one we're going to be Artem Logvinov. Here's the pitch on the way, and that one's outside for Humphrey. Humphrey, freshman, throws right, bats right. Wadesville, Indiana, just not far from Evansville at all. Might be able to crank one over to Wadesville. Why not? Jacob Skinner on the mound for Kishwaukee. Pitch on the way outside. 2-0 the count on Humphrey. Humphrey with a couple of nice catches already so far in this game on defense. This time look at the Cowboys on offense here. Both teams have yet to register a hit. And have yet to register a run, so again, we're still scoreless. Pitch on the way. That one was down the middle, and that is a 3-0 count. Next pitch on the way from Skinner to Humphrey. High, but it is a strike, though. Humphrey was hoping for a ball, and that way he could take his base. Not the case there. So 3-1 the count. George Colon, the second baseman, on deck. Pitch on the way. Another strike. It was a 3-0 count. Now it's 3-2.
He's frustrated with himself on that. Yeah. Dang it, why didn't I swing?
It's always, boy, you just never know what's running through your mind. Should I swing? Should I not?
Oh, and it's a split-second decision. You know, it's really impressive.
Bouncer over to the shortstop. Throw over to first. Oh, and Rivera, he took off his hat. Well, he zoomed right by. That isn't out, though.
Called it out.
Yeah.
We have Swole Firehouse saying, thanks so much for cleaning the window, much better. I don't understand why we didn't think of that before.
Yeah.
You get so wrapped up in making sure all the technology and the equipment's working, and man, it really does look a lot better. So thank you guys for suggesting that.
No, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
We're still learning here. You know, we're just getting used to the new setup and new area, and we're here to make it as good as possible for you guys. So any suggestions are welcome.
Yeah, and again, for me, I've always done radio here, but
right,
for video,
you didn't have to worry about the video.
Yeah, you didn't have to worry about video at all, and you can just call it a radio here. But, Swell Firehouse, thank you again for that. We appreciate it. All right, George Coulon, the second baseman, up at the plate for Brookfield, Illinois. Redshirt freshman. This one's hit over, and that's going to be foul back. Good thing I parked far away.
Me and Alec may be getting ours hit over there, but yeah, it's all part of the fun.
Well, actually, I heard if a foul ball were to hit Alec's truck, it's actually bonus points.
Oh, is it?
That's what I've heard anyway. Sorry, Avon, I gotta say that, man. Pitch on the way from Skinner. That one low in the middle.
Extra if you hit the windshield.
Yeah, extra points if you hit the windshield.
I was doing a softball game up at Eastern Illinois, and calling a game over there. And one time a player, I forgot who it was for whatever team, hit a foul ball over to the left and hit a moving car that was driving right by. And I was like, whoa.
That's impressive timing right there.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa.
Wow. I'm sure the person driving the car was also quite surprised by that.
They probably thought that was an added music effect. They were cranked up their music and everything. Where's that beat come from? 2-1 the count, 1 out. Or Coulon, pitch on the way. He rips that one over right. Good thing, again, I parked way far away. Again, Alec, I'm sorry, your truck did not get hit. Here's 2-2 the count. Deuce is wild up on the board. 1 out here. Again, both teams have yet to register a hit. Still scoreless. But a good ball game, though, to start. Start on this Saturday. Pitch on the way from Skinner. And they got him a strikeout. Skinner, with my count, 3 strikeouts of the day for him.
They thought that was 3 outs there for a second. They're like, wait, hold on, that's just 2.
Yeah.
Let's not run off the field
No. Hang on to your horses here. Just time we go back to the top, batting over to Carter Ruffner, the center fielder. Ruffner was struck out back in the first by Skinner. Skinner having a nice day on the mound for Kishwaukee. He's really kept the Bobcat batters at bay here. Ruffner from Richmond, Kentucky. I believe that's on the east side of Kentucky. Remember where Eastern Kentucky University is at. Redshirt freshman, bats right, throws right. Ruffner getting a center fielder. Skinner, pitch on the way. That one's high and outside. Want to know the count against Ruffner. On deck is Artem Logvinov, the shortstop. Nobody on the bases. Yeah, Frontier wearing their yellow jerseys today. Kishwaukee wearing their dark green uniforms. Pitch on the way. That one's down the middle and had a good rip at that one, but it's a long strike over to right. Have another crack at it. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. So Ruffner settles back into the batter's box.
Andrew Jacobs says it's the battle of the cats. Come on, Bobcats.
I like it. I like it. The Battle of the Cats. I liked that.
I like that too.
Great job, Andrew. Thank you for that. That's true.
He's even funny at 4 a.m., you know?
Almost 5 a.m., I
Yeah.
guess, where he's at in Australia,
Yep.
Niagara Park. I have a neighbor who's from Australia. She's from Bunbury on the west side of Australia. Pitch on the way. That went down the middle. That's a strike.
Cameron Knapp says even the flies are enjoying the game. Yeah, we're struggling with a little bit of a fly infestation up here, so sorry if you see some in the camera view, but
They're active. The Flies are active.
yeah, the flies are active today.
2-2 the count. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On Ruffner, looking to get his first hit for him and the team. Pitch on the way. That one's roped over to right, and it does not get through the infield. Good try, though, and he's out over at first. Well, after 3 complete innings, we're still scoreless as we go to the top of the 4th here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing.
You ready? He's ready. He turned me back on
Oh,
before.
sorry about that, Claire.
That's okay.
Anyway, Claire, one thing about Bobcat Nation, and I know you talked about it yesterday a little bit about sponsors, and talk about that for a moment.
Yeah, we are. So it's a free service. We're doing this. So no charge to the viewers, and we're funded through sponsorship. So we are looking for sponsors. If anyone would be interested in sponsoring a game or sponsoring for the season, we do have some different sponsorship packages made up for all different, money amounts. So if you'd be interested in donating, becoming a sponsor, we sure would appreciate it. Feel free to reach out to me through our Facebook page or send me an email at claire@raylanjames.com. That's CLAIRE @raylanjames.com.
And again, or if you're an individual, maybe you say,
Oh, yeah.
I want to do the game. I want to sponsor it. Absolutely.
Our first sponsor came today, and it was
Oh, really?
from an individual,
Okay.
Nixie's husband. So
Steve, yes.
Steve, thank you for donating
Oh,
and sponsoring. We
that
sure
one
appreciate it.
smoked out to left, and it's going to be a long strike over to left field. So this is Tyler Jacobson, the catcher for Kishwaukee. Jacobson, by the way, had a fly out over center field back in the first or top of the 4th. Still scoreless here at FNB Field. Nobody on the bases. Again, just got underway. This one's a bouncer over the second. Over first, and he's out at first. A 4-3 put out. Nice job there by the Second baseman Josh Colon of Frontier on defense. Jack Ryan, the right fielder, up at the plate. He was walked back in the second. Ryan, the left-handed batter, up at the plate. Then on deck is Isaac Rivera, the first baseman. Ball inside, part of the plate. Ball for him. 1-0 the count. Again, both teams have yet to register a hit. They've yet to get a run in. Been a good game here so far. It's a 2-0 count here. Ball low and outside. Pitch on the way. This one's popped right behind us.
Yeah, it looked like it was coming right for us there for a second.
I actually
Blinked.
I saw my life flash before my eyes were there, and a good thing we have a window and a screen, so that helps right there too.
We're not dramatic at all.
No, we're not. Alec had to run back a little bit. Here's a pitch on the way. This one is popped up high. Third baseman looking at it and makes the catch. Great job by the third baseman, Pierce Bowerly, for that one. Fly out to third for Mr. Ryan. Isaac Rivera, the first baseman, up at the plate. Rivera had a fly out over to right. It was caught by Humphrey back in the second inning. 0-for-1 so far of the day. A pitch on the way. It's a strike. Zach Leduc on the mound for Frontier. Having a nice outing so far for him. He, too, has stymied the Cougars. The battle of the cats, as Andrew said earlier. Pitch on the way. That's a strike. By the way, also, if you've yet to subscribe to Bobcat Nation, please do subscribe to it. Hit that bell icon that we be notified when we live stream. We got softball coming up, and as well as baseball here, too. Played limbo right there as ball went right over his head, and he ducked on that one. Also, spread the word about Bobcat Nation, too. Maybe you know some friends and family members of these ball players that don't know about it yet. Spread the word about it. Swung on and missed. That's a strikeout for Leduc. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Still scoreless between Frontier and Kishwaukee. We'll be right back in just a moment. Going to the bottom of the fourth, Frontier Kishwaukee still 0-0, but a good ball game so far. Jacob Skinner on the mound here for Kishwaukee. And coming up to bat for the Bobcats will be Artem Logvinov, already the shortstop. By the way, also would like to mention the Queen of Hearts raffle ongoing right now. It helps for athletics. Last update, over $3,600 in the pot. If you'd like to know more information about it, check it out on the Frontier Community College Facebook page. Contact Nixon Nikovsky as well. If you want to buy tickets, you can buy them online, actually. There's a link. There's a QR code to where you can scan that, buy your tickets online. There was a demand for buying the tickets online for that. It has been created and established there. It'll take you to the bookstore, but again, it's where you could actually be able to buy tickets online for that. Drawing will be held a few days away next week, actually. So
Tickets are only $1 a piece.
yeah.
And
You can buy the whole board if you want.
Right. Super, it's a great fun fundraiser and
Yes.
chance to win a little bit of money. So, yeah, reach out to any of the athletes as well.
Yes.
Frontier athletes, they have those tickets available.
I bought 10 tickets.
I did too.
My folks also bought a few. And
Nice.
so any way to help out, again, if you have any questions, contact Nixie, contact any of the athletes here. Wonderful fundraiser. And I tell you what, already seeing even local businesses step up to help out and again for a wonderful, great cause. Artie Logvinov, the shortstop, he's up at the plate. He was out by way of a 4-3 put out back in the first. Bottom of the fourth here. Both teams have yet to score a run, still scoreless. Again, been a good ball game so far. Defense has really shined in this one along with the pitchers as well. And Jacob Skinner is having a nice day today on the mound for the Cougars. And He gets the sign. Here's the pitch on the way. That one inside. But right above Artie's elbow right there. Elbow music right there. Or we say elbow grease for that matter. And that'll be 1-0 the count on him. Skinner gets the sign that he wants. Here's the pitch on the way. Left-hander deals. It's outside. 2-0 the count. Seen that a few times as Skinner, where the batter's like, okay, hey, it's a 3-0 count and everything, and then all of a sudden it goes 3-2 that quick. So don't be fooled by Skinner, whatever you do.
Some people work better from behind, or
that's true.
Or
out in front. Artie, he had a good rep with that one. He was aiming for Russia with that one right there with that swing and missed on that one. So 2-1 the count on him. On deck, by the way, is Aiden Wright and Keegan Martin. And when we get on, be Pierce Bowerly. Pitch on the way from Skinner, and that one is on the outside part of the plate. So 3-1 the count on Logvinov. Artie, the shortstop, had the game-winning hit yesterday in the second game of that doubleheader between Frontier and Kishwaukee. Frontier looking to continue their winning ways here today. Kishwaukee looking to win their first game of the season. Pitch on the way for Skinner. This one's hit over there, Artie, and that's going to be a hit. The first hit of the day for the Bobcats, and Artie delivers.
Nice hit right through the gap there, and good to see the first hit of the game. Let's get this offense started.
Absolutely. Again, and Claire, that's the thing about the Bobcats, is that they had these big innings yesterday, and I think this could really be the start. And I've always said this, one swing can change everything.
Definitely.
It could really boost the momentum and the morale of the squad, and now you got Aiden Wright, the catcher, who was walked back in the first. He may lay down a bunt here in this situation. We'll see. Have not seen the bunt yet today. We'll go and get Artie over a second.
I called him Avden yesterday. I see now that it's a Y. Aiden, I'm sorry.
This is a bunt right there down the middle. And it goes over first. Oh, it goes right over the first baseman's head. And Artie is going to stop over at third. A successful bunt right there for Wright.
Nice job. See, like you said, one at bat can change the game there. We're getting some positive movement going on.
That would be an error, by the way, on Kishwaukee. But nonetheless, though, what a great time to lay down that bunt, though. And now up at the plate is Keegan Martin, the designated hitter. By the way, Erica in the live chat saying, let's go Kishwaukee. Hi, Erica. Hope you're doing well on a Saturday. Beautiful Saturday here.
It is gorgeous.
Just need to bump the temperature up 20-plus degrees and we're all right. At least it ain't raining. Here's Martin up the plate. Runners on second and third. Frontier threatening to score. Pitch on the way. This one's hit over right by way of Rivera. Shoot. And he's just going to go over and tag the bag. Runners still stay on, though.
First out of the inning.
But those for Frontier, so far for the Bobcats, been the best inning of them so far in this game.
Oh,
but you got to get those runners home. Got to get those runners home, though. Pierce Bowerly up at the plate.
I love hearing the chatter from the dugout.
And that's the thing, too, Claire, with the baseball and softball teams. So you hear their chatter, and, their chants and everything, and it just adds to the atmosphere when you don't have a high school band or a college band, rather.
Right.
Kind of making some beats of music of your own a little bit at times. Skinner waits the sign. He gets it. This one's hit over. This one's going to be popped up, actually. Skinner eyeing it. Well, he's going to let one of his teammates handle that when he does. So pop out over to the infield. And so already with Frontier, who started off. Single right there from Logvinov, as well as that bunt from Wright, which was the error, by the way, on Kishwaukee. And a couple of outs in a row here for the Cougars, who are trying to prevent any damage being done. And now we have up at the plate Dawson Schumann, the first baseman.
From Keller, Texas.
Schumann was out by way of the 6-3 putout back in the second. Pitch on the way is a strike. 0-1 the count, 2 outs again. Skinner Waits the sign here, trying to get out of this jam if he can. Well, Frontier like to score. This one's hit over to right. And it's going to be caught right there by the right fielder, and that will be it. So Frontier was unable to score, but they get their first hit of the day, though, nonetheless, of Artie Logvinov. We go to the top of the fifth, still scoreless, here at FNB Field. Welcome back here to FNB Field on the campus of Frontier Community College. I'm Derek Dunn, Claire Vaughn alongside Alec Vaughn running our camera for us. Claire, so far it's been a good ball game. We saw the first hit by Frontier, Artem Logvinov with a hit over to left, and however the Bobcats unable to capitalize by getting some runs in.
You hate to see those, stranded base runners out there, but you know what? Hopefully they got some motivation and got going and ready to continue the offense here in the fifth.
Sometimes you kind of have that in your mind. You think, how can I get a hit off of this pitcher who's stymied? I think Skinner's had a great game so far for Kishwaukee on the mound. It's like, how can I get a hit? And then Artie delivers one to left, and you think, okay, hey, kind of breaking that seal a little bit, breaking the ice, so to speak. And then, had that bunt right there, which turned to be an error right there from Wright, but Aiden Wright, that is. But still, it was a good to see the Bobcats get on the bases. Just unfortunately, just couldn't capitalize by getting the runners in. But hopefully for the Bobcats, as you mentioned, might give them some motivation, might give them some encouragement here. And we'll see here as Zach Leduc, who's also shined very well on the mound for the Bobcats, he's having a great game. He's stymied the Kishwaukee batter so far. Kishwaukee is yet to register a hit, whereas they did have an error back in the last inning. But so far, still scoreless here as we go to the top of the fifth. Sam Williams, the center fielder, up at the plate for Kishwaukee. Pitch on the way, swung at that one and missed. Blake Novinsky, the left fielder, he's on deck, followed by Adam Raklowski, the third baseman, and then Zach Cantu, the designated hitter, if anyone were to get on. This one's a bouncer this time. Third baseman fields this one over the first, and he is out at first. That'll be by way of the 5-3 putout. So one out here for the Cougars, and Novinsky coming up to bat, the left fielder, Blake Novinsky. Kishwaukee's offense looking for their first hit of the game. This was a bunt attempt. That was fouled way back. He's hung his bat out there. Adam Raklowski, the third baseman, on deck. And this one is going to be ruled foul here. Didn't get very far. Bounced off of the body of Novinsky. 0-2 the count. One out here for the Cougars. Cougars with their dark green uniforms. Pitch on the way. Swung on and run it anyway. And let's say he
says you're out.
He's out, yep.
Throw him anyway.
Throw him anyway, so he's out on that one. So be a strikeout. I think that would be, yeah. So, all right. So Raklowski coming up to bat, third baseman. Oh, 2 outs here so far for the Cougars. Raklowski struck out in the third by Leduc. Pitch on the way. Did he go? And yep, there's say he's That was a strike on him. Ball down the middle of the plate to Rakowski. Third baseman for Kishwaukee. Zach Cantu, the designated hitter, on deck. Pitch on the way. This one is roped out to right, and that one's going to be a long strike. That one's going to be a foul.
You know, I'm just sitting here thinking about sponsors.
Yes.
You know what a fun one would be? A donation amount every time a player loses their hat.
Ah,
Between
I like
yesterday
that.
and today,
I like it, yes.
it has been a high number.
Yeah, that's a
So,
good
hey,
idea.
$5
Yeah.
every time a player loses their hat while we're streaming. $5 goes to the Bobcat Athletics.
Oh, he got hit by a pitch. Rakowski did.
He's running.
Yeah, he got hit for sure right there on the left side, right about the elbow area. And Cantu comes with the play. That's a great idea. You know,
It's a fun one, you know.
Yeah, I like it. It's got my support. I like it. Let's
Like
do.
People's National Bank does the basketball
Yes.
3-point shots. You know, we
Yeah.
could do some actual stat type ones as well.
Could
but
do,
that,
yeah.
that could be a fun one.
Could be. Pitch on the way, and that one is high, but it still is in the zone. It'll be a strike, though, on Cantu. Zach Cantu, by the way, was out by the way of the 6-3 in the third. Runner on first, and Rakowski got hit by that pitch. Next one on the way. Could not find the zone that time, 1-1. 2 outs here for the Cougars of Kishwaukee. Still scoreless as we're in the top of the 5th. Pitch on the way. That one's a strike.
Runner.
Oh, pick off a 10 right there at second. Is he out? He's out.
Nice.
Great job by Wright, the catcher.
Wow.
A throw over to second. And that ends the Kishwaukee offense here for the top of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and we're still scoreless. Welcome back to FNB Field. Thanks for joining us here on Bobcat Nation. Greatly appreciate all the Cougars and Bobcats fans that are listening in and watching our live stream. And we get a comment here from J.A. Let's go, Kiss. Oh, yeah.
Bring the pain.
Bring
I
the
think.
pain,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think bring the pain.
And again, live chat is open and active. You want to say hi to us, you want to support your team, we'll give you a shout-out in return. Jacob Skinner so far for Kishwaukee. He's had a good game on the mound. I have him down so far with 6 strikeouts of the day here. Actually, my mistake. Hang on here. Let me see. My mistake. He has 3 strikeouts. My mistake. I was looking at Leduc. My mistake on that. I'm still trying to wake up. Anyway, regardless, the Bobcats, so back in the last inning, though, they had their first hit, already had a single over to left, and then, Aiden Wright laid down that bunt, which was an error on Kishwaukee, and right now we go to the bottom of the 5th, and Steele Jackson up at the plate, the left fielder. Steele so far was out at first. This one's a pop fly back. Look out over there behind the press box here at FNB Field.
From Hamilton, Indiana.
Hamilton, Indiana.
Where Hamilton
I think
is?
it's right around Indy, I think.
Okay.
I think so. Anyway, I don't know. Alec might know. Alec, you know?
What is it?
Hamilton, Indiana. You know where that's at? High and outside. Don't know. Well,
If our map doesn't know where it is, I'm just kidding.
Claire, I'll tell you what. If our map don't know where it is, then we don't have a good navigator here for a map.
Yeah, remember I'm Dora and he's my map.
Yeah. Alec is map, by the way. I'm just DD. Here's a pitch on the way. That one's high. No outs so far here for the Bobcats, but they'd like to at least get another hit in and also get a run. Still scoreless here as we're in the bottom of the 5th.
Oh, it's even farther northeast
Oh.
than Indy. It's kind of up by South Bend and
Oh, okay.
Kalamazoo. And,
Oh, okay, yeah, we got northern Indiana part.
close to Michigan.
Okay, I was wrong on that. I kept thinking it was right around Indy. 3-1 the count on Steele Jackson. Left fielder Bryce Humphrey on deck, the right fielder. Followed by him would be Josh Colon, the second baseman. Pitch on the way. That one's outside, and Steele will walk over to first. Bryce Humphrey, the right fielder, coming up to the plate. Again, still scoreless here at FNB Field. Again, we'll have another game after this one. Doubleheader today between Frontier and Kishwaukee. Kishwaukee, based out of Malta, Illinois, west of DeKalb in the northern part of the state. Jacob Skinner on the mound for Kishwaukee. Deals that one outside. Now you got Jackson on at first. Adds a little bit more pressure to the Kishwaukee defense here. Try to shoot it through the gap if you can. A little bit of a gap over there in center, right behind Skinner. Time has been called. Oh, looks like we may. Head coach of Kishwaukee going to walk over to the mound to discuss something here. But again, still scoreless here. We'd like to remind you, by the way, I like to talk about Bobcat softball. I've yet to talk about them. They played yesterday. They started off their season and do have some information on that. They played at Northeast Mississippi Community College in Boonville, Mississippi, where they played a couple of games. Not Boonville, Indiana, Claire. I'm sorry, it's Boonville, Mississippi. They lost to Itawamba Community College 20-5 in 6 innings. That was the first game they played. Took on the host, Northeast Mississippi. Lost a close one there, 12-11 in 8 innings. Bobcat softball, by the way, we'd like to wish them good luck. They're playing right now, actually. They started at noon, playing Northeast Mississippi, and then they'll be playing Northwest Mississippi Community College at 4 o'clock. So good luck to Jeremy Ellis and the Bobcat softball team down there in Mississippi. And by the way, please bring that warm weather of Mississippi up here when you guys return. That would be nice to have.
We would not mind that one bit.
I would not complain at all. I'd like to cancel the rest of my winter season subscription, but so far hasn't gone very well. All right. Conference is over on the mound. Skinner pitches this one to Humphrey. This one's going to go to second base. Oh! Humphrey's all right, but we have a player slow to get up. Humphrey is going to still on the ground. Turned around a little bit of a collision right there a second as Humphrey was trying to slide in, trying to stay safe. It was Jackson, my mistake. Still Jackson.
Here comes Dakota Young.
And Dakota Young, the athletic trainer. Wabash General Hospital, thankful for these athletic trainers and what they do. Okay, Jackson gets up. I think he was out, actually. You see Dakota out there. Jackson's all right.
Thank goodness those. It's always scary when you see players collide
Yeah.
like that and take a little bit longer to get up. But
Just trying to slide, just trying to get safe, trying to get over to second and.
They're both just doing their job. One's
Yeah.
trying to get there and get the player out, and the other one's trying to get to the base. And sometimes you'll have collisions. So
Yeah.
we got Amanda Koch checking in saying, let's go Bobcats. And Sarah says, like Hamilton County? Hamilton County connects to Indy, LOL.
Yeah. Hamilton. Well, there's a Hamilton County right next to us.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like two Hamilton counties
There
here.
we go. And then Line Bordeaux says, let's go Mon Zach Leduc.
Leduc, yeah.
Leduc,
Yep. Leduc.
Thank you guys for tuning in here to Bobcat Nation. We sure are glad to have you.
Mike Jackson will be evaluated by Dakota Young and just trying to slide over to second. And again, thankful for these athletic trainers and what they do here. So right now, Humphrey is over at first. I want to mention that as Josh Colon for Brookfield, Illinois, the redshirt freshman. Bats right, throws right. Pitch on the way. That one is on the outside part of the plate. That's a strike. Now, I apologize for saying it was Humphrey out there because I kept thinking Humphrey was at second. My mistake was actually Jackson, so my mistake on that. I apologize for that. Cologne looking for his first hit of the day. He was struck out in the third by Skinner. Jacob Skinner on the mound for Kishwaukee. Oh, this one's hit over to left. Fielder right there by the shortstop. Could be a double play. Maybe. I think Cologne may have gotten there in time.
They called him. Yep, they called him safe.
They called him safe at first, but out at second was Humphrey. Okay. And now we have Carter Ruffner. Go back to top of that. Ruffner, the center fielder, up at the plate. He has yet to register a hit. Struck out back in the first and had a 4-3 put out against him back in the third. Pickoff attempt over first, and Cologne just walks back over to first. So far, 2 outs for the Bobcats. Would like to get a run here. Both teams are still scoreless after bottom of the 5th. Pitch on the way. This one's, off the mitt of Skinner. He's having trouble fielding this one, and he is safe.
Called him out.
Oh, he called him out. Wow, that was pretty close. I thought he was safe right there. Okay, well, nonetheless, good job by Skinner throwing it over first to Rivera. After 5 complete innings, still scoreless here at FNB Field. Back here at FNB Field, still scoreless as we go into the 6th inning. A much different game today. Of course, today's a new day. You played 2. These teams know each other now after playing a couple of times against each other yesterday. And, Frontier only with 1 hit so far. Kishwaukee with 1 error. They've yet to have a hit. But been a good ball game here. Start off on this Saturday. First game of 2, by the way. Hope you're enjoying Bobcat Nation here. We're glad to be here with you. Live chat is open and active.
Let us know where you're watching from. We
Yes.
always like to hear and who you're rooting for.
Yes.
We're, a small town, a small community. We usually call people by name and like to know who's related to who and that type of stuff. So we'd love to get to know you guys too. Feel free to chime in, and thanks again for watching.
Zach Leduc on the mound, and Cantu is going to get the first hit of the day. Zach Cantu that time with a single down the left as we begin here at the top of the 6th. So the Cougars of Kishwaukee with their first hit. Grounder that snuck its way through the infield and goes out in the outfield. So now the Cougars get their first one. Erica's saying, watching from Chicago or Chicago.
Chicago. She's one of the Kishwaukee fans. I always want to say it like Kankakee.
You say Kish.
Kishwaukee. I know. I'm just shortening it to Kish. She's one of our Kish fans tuning in, so thanks for joining us, and hello in Chicago.
I kissed the bean one time up in Chicago, by the way, and I tell you what, it was a lot of metal. Here's a pitch on the way, and that one was in the middle and low. I was back 2014. Yeah, I had to think for a moment.
Last time we went up to Chicago to go to the Bean, it was during COVID, and it had fencing all around it.
Oh,
you
wow.
couldn't get close and touch it.
Yeah, that was back in 2014, and took the Amtrak up there, and also had the Illuminati's deep dish pizza butter crust. That was the best pizza I ever had in my life.
Can't go wrong with the deep dish,
Oh, no.
Chicago style.
Oh yeah, it was wonderful. Evan Hill, the shortstop for Kishwaukee, he's up at the plate. Hill had struck out back in the first and had a walk back in the third. Pitch on the way to Hill. This one's just slapped right over to second. No double play this time, but Hill is out over at first, though. But it does move Cantu over to second.
We have Amanda checking in again, and she says, I love that we have this now for all to watch. Great job, Claire and the team. Thank you so much. We're super happy to be here and be able to provide this service for you guys, and I could not do it without my team. So thank you all.
We got a new batter in for Kishwaukee. This is Struck, actually. He'll be in for Vancouver. Let me see if I get a name here. It is Mason Struck, middle infielder. Make a note of that real quick. Mason Struck again, middle infielder. Where's number 24, right-handed batter? First action for him today. Pitch on the way. Cantu over at second.
3 balls, no strikes.
Oh, by the way, hi, Amanda.
I was a little delayed.
Yeah, I'm just still looking up. That's a strike right there on Struck. I work at the college. I mentioned it earlier. I'm employed here at Frontier Community College, and great to have my coworkers. Amanda, Linda was on here earlier. Great to see them on here. And Struck gets walked by the Duke.
I think it is nice, even, Eric Reeser tuned in yesterday.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people from the college had it on, listening to it or watching it while they were working.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's good that they can do that because they can't leave, to come watch a baseball game during a work day. So it's nice that they can watch it now.
Tyler Jacobson, the catcher for Kishwaukee at the plate. Fly out to center field and was victim of a 4-3 put up back in the fourth. Pitch on the way to him. That one's high and outside. 2-0 the count. Battle of the Cats here. So far still scoreless. So we're in the top of the sixth. Between Frontier and Kishwaukee. Pitch on the way. This one's hit over the Duke, but fielded right there by Cologne, the second baseman. The first double play. It is a double play.
Great job.
Great defense by the Bobcats as they get the double play ball. And we're scoreless here as we enter the bottom of the sixth here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Back here at FNB Field, still scoreless here, but plenty of action nonetheless as we're in the bottom of the sixth. On Derek Dunn, Claire Vaughn alongside, and Alec Vaughn running the camera for us. Claire's been a good game here so far. Both teams, Kishwaukee registered their first hit by way of Zach Cantu. That was down the left side. Now you begin to wonder who's going to score the first run now.
I know. It's just been, back and forth, back and forth. There have been some hits on both sides now, and a hit, I guess, one apiece. But we're just struggling to get any runners through. I'm hoping it's the Bobcats.
I am too. And for me, I work at the college, and I don't see all the Bobcat athletes. I see a few of them, and my office is in the library, so I see a few of them. But I tell you what, it's great to see these athletes because I've seen a few of them out and about, and just watch them play ball and having fun out there, being competitive, successful, and Frontier. They've won four straight games that they played. They're looking for win number 5 here in this first one, and tell you what, just great to see them. Frontier wearing their yellow uniforms, by the way. If you just joined us, Kishwaukee wearing their dark green ones here. Artem Logvinov at the plate. That was way outside.
Whoops. We got Andrew Jacobs checking in again. He said, it's awesome to have this broadcast. You're doing a great job. We enjoyed our time in Fairfield last August. You let us know when you come back, Andrew.
Yes.
We've lived here our whole lives. We can show you around. And
Yeah.
it is a great little town, and we sure appreciate these athletes coming and spending some time here.
That one was hit back behind the press box. So fouled over. Already had a good rip at that one. By the way, on deck is Aiden Wright, and then Keegan Martin, the designated hitter. If anyone were to get on, it'd be Pierce Bowerly. Already at the plate. Had the only hit so far for the Bobcats. Back in the fourth. 2-1 the count, no outs here. Still scoreless here in the bottom of the sixth. Pitching has shined for both teams. The defense has shined as well. Frontier getting that big double play, the first double play we've seen today. Pitch on the way. This one smoked over to left center, and Artie will go over to first, and he's going to stop right there. Artie with a couple of singles here, and right now we have Aiden Wright coming up to bat. Nice swing right there by way of Artie, and we got a meeting here on the mound here. Skinner, who's really done a good job against Frontier. You have a talk here. May see a pitching change. We'll see here, but we'll wait. Yep, pitching change. So Skinner, Jacob Skinner, will check out. Good game for Skinner on the mound over Kishwaukee. He's done really well. I am down, let's see, 3. Yeah, he struck out 3 batters, but really stymied the Bobcats. It seemed like, though, ever since the fourth inning, the Bobcats, they had a single by Artie. They had, had the single by Humphrey. Now you have Artie with his second single of the day. So the head coach of Kishwaukee kind of sensing the momentum shifting toward Frontier. Maybe a fresh arm out of the bullpen might help. So we'll see, though, here. By the way, Aiden Wright again. He'll be batting here next. Followed by him be Keegan Martin, the designated hitter, and Pierce Bowerly. See who that is out there, Claire. Alec, if you can tell me.
7.
That'd be Ian Solger? Solger, left-handed pitcher. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Where's number 7 for Kishwaukee? So another left-handed batter that the Bobcats will face as a team. But Bobcats right now, second hit of the day, 2 hits so far. As he's doing some warm-up tosses. Warm-up pitches, I should say. I'm thinking basketball still with the tosses of free throws. That doesn't make sense. But again,
trying to get some touchdowns out there.
Yeah, right now, we're having some touchdown throwing.
Oh, goodness.
Alec made to put on the pads and help him. Again, Bobcat Nation again. We had our launch yesterday with it. And Claire, you started Mule Nation back in August, and I thought the numbers that you posted, the analytics of Mule Nation, I thought that was very interesting. And Mule Nation, of course, it's local here.
Right.
With the high school, Fairfield Community High School that is, with the athletics. Reached over 1,000 subscribers, launched it since August of last year. It's grown, and Bobcat Nation, over 200 subscribers already. Again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We also have a Facebook page. There's also an Instagram page. I saw that was created. So, Aiden Wright, the catcher for the Bobcats, he's up at the plate. Artem Logvinov again. Over there first. Nobody on second and third. But, again, one of these teams, though, we're still scoreless. But, again, you got Logvinov. He's got some speed. And there is Wright. Pitch on the way from Solger. And that one is low. This will be a ball. 1-0 the count. Pitch on the way. And Longview, Artie going to steal. And I think he got it. Yeah, he's on second. All right. Artie with the steal. Mispronounced his last name. Didn't mean to do that, but he is on right now. I call him Loggy for some reason. Here's
Artie Loggy.
Artie Loggy. Yeah, Artie Loggy. Artie out there right now in second. So right now he's in scoring position. Bobcats did have a couple of runners earlier on second and third. Just couldn't capitalize, but could be the start of things. Showing signs of bunt. This one's bunting toward the left side, but it's going to be fouled. Tell you what, the bunt can really, it can be an effective weapon trying to throw off the infield, trying to make that infield scramble when you're trying to run over, trying to get on base.
Oh, thank you, J.A. Says the broadcasters are the best.
I thank you, J.A. Appreciate your comment. Thank you.
We love what we do, so thank you.
We do our best. This one's popped up a bunt. This one's not going to be caught. Oh.
He tried.
Good try, though, by the catcher of Kishwaukee, Tyler Jacobson. Good try right there by him. Just a little late that time, but the thing about bunting is sometimes you get that foul ball, it fouls off and popped up, but whew, that was close. And again, thank you, J.A. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday to you. And also, again, want to thank the Bobcat fans that are on here watching, listening to us, along with the Cougar fans as well. Already threatening over at second. Pitch inside. I tell you what, Claire, when you have a runner like Artie who's got speed and in scoring position, it just adds pressure to the pitcher and the defense in general.
Got to keep an eye on him or he'll be stealing that base in no time.
Again, still scoreless here. Bottom of the sixth, but Frontier threatening by way of Arden. This one's a bouncer over to the third baseman. He had trouble bobbling that one. And Artie's going to go back to second and said, nope, I'm going to stop.
I'm good.
And that would be an error right there. A third baseman. So the second error of the day to Kishwaukee. Just want to clarify that. And now we have, okay, this is 26 for Frontier up at the plate.
Jacob Gresham.
Okay, Jacob Gresham, a born Texas, the freshman, getting his first action today. Gresham, a freshman, bats right, throws right.
Gresham, a freshman.
Gresham, the freshman, I like that.
It's got a good ring to it.
I like that. So he'll be batting in place of, actually, well, okay, there's Bowerly down there. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm looking at this right here. So Pierce is down there on deck, and this time this is Gresham.
The freshman.
Yep. I'm making sure I have this down right. I'm just making a note here. Okay.
Ball one.
Yeah, 1-0 the count. Still no outs for the Bobcats either with runners on first and second. And again, an opportunity for Frontier to capitalize.
Drum roll. This is going to be the inning. I can feel it.
I should have brought my drum kit over.
Oh, gosh.
I'll be banging the drum all day like Todd Rundgren. Here's
telling everyone, don't touch my drum set. Right?
Hands off. Hands off or you'll get hit with a drumstick. I don't mean a chicken drumstick either. 1-1 the count now. No outs here. Gresham up at the plate. Pitch on the way, and that one's inside.
Inside.
2-1 the count. Frontier threatening again to get Artie over there at second, and first you got Aiden out there. Actually, no, that's I think actually that's make sure. Here's a pitch on the way. That one's outside. That is not right over at first. To 3-1 the count. Pitch on the way, and that one's going to drop in for a strike on Gresham. Bowerly again on deck. Oh, okay. Ashton Horcham, Mapleton, Illinois, freshman out there on first, running in for right. This one smoked over to the left. That's going to veer foul. So Gresham will have another attempt at this one. Again, Jacob Gresham, born Texas. Pitch on the way. That was going to be inside. Bases loaded for Frontier. How about that?
Bobcats.
And now we got Pierce Bowerly coming up to the plate. And Bowerly, what an opportunity for Frontier with him at the plate, the Waynesville, Ohio ball player. I just love that music.
It's a perfect walkout song.
It just sums it up for him best.
The P.
He was struck out back in the second, but also had a fly out back in the fourth that was caught.
Linda Monch says, let's get a big hit, Pierce. We agree with you, Linda.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, again, bases loaded. No outs, by the way, either, so grand slam opportunity. We'll see that happen. Haven't seen that yet here on Bobcat Nation, and time's been called. But again, golden opportunity for Frontier.
No pressure.
Still scoreless. Yeah, no pressure. Still scoreless like Queen. No pressure. Queen and David Bowie. No pressure. Under pressure, I should say. My mistake. This one's a hit over to the left, but fielded by the third baseman. Throw over to home. And he's gonna be out.
He bobbled it.
And he's safe.
Yeah.
Safe at home. Frontier scores first. 1-0 Bobcats.
Let's go.
So it'll be the third error on Kishwaukee because it was bobbled. That's an E5 on Kishwaukee. So having a little bit of a conference here. So Byerly over at first. Dawson Schumann up at the plate.
I wonder if his parents were big fans of Dawson's Creek.
Ah, that's good. Oh, I forgot about that show.
Great show.
I forgot about that show.
Solid.
All right. We're back over to Solger again. Solger on the mound. Dawson Schumann. Schumann so far has not yet registered a hit. Pitch on the way. It's going to be a ball for him. 2-0 the count on Schumann. Bases loaded again for the Bobcats. Pitch on the way. Should be 1-0 it is. There we go. 1-0. So Frontier leading 1-0. Here in the bottom of the sixth, getting that first run in.
2 balls, 1 strike is the count.
Yeah. 2-1 the count. Still no outs here for Frontier. Again, grand slam opportunity here. Or get a deep hit at least. Maybe 3-1. 3-1 the count on Schumann. Soldier trying to get a strikeout here. Ease some pressure. That's a strike. 3-2. It's a full count.
The Greshams are here watching from Houston, Texas. Go Bobcats. We're happy to have you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Crafty Destinations. I like that name as well. Hi, Greshams. Hope you're doing well. The Greshams. That one's a bouncer to the left.
It's foul.
3-2 the count still. 1-0 Frontier leading. Gresham had a walk, by the way, a few minutes ago. And bases loaded. 1-0 Frontier leading Kishwaukee. Pitch on the way. That one is hit over to left, another foul. That one didn't go nearly as far.
Brandy says he isn't named after Dawson's Creek, but we get asked that often. His name means son of David, which is his dad. Oh, how cute.
I like that.
I always love hearing where kids get their names from. So thank you for sharing with us, Brandy. I love that story.
Like that, kind of like that symbolic, meaning behind it.
Instead of doing a David Jr., son of David.
Yeah, I like that.
I love that.
Hi, Brandy. Hope you're doing well on this Saturday. Good to hear from you. Another foul ball. Good at bat here, by the way, for Dawson Schumann.
Working hard out there for sure.
Hanging tough against Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Soldier, I should say. Soldier. So 1-0 score. Frontier on top. Bobcats no outs here. Bases loaded. Schumann can launch this one to the moon. Opportunity for him. Pitch on the way. This one's hit over to right. It's going to drop. And I believe it is I believe it was a long foul. Making sure. Okay. Yep. So he'll have another crack at it. That was pretty close that time. Thought the defense might get to that one, but a little too late. Schumann, Keller, Texas. The Texan might as well launch this one to Texas. Why not? Now we're facing southeast here, but we can say it's going to Texas if he launches one. Pitch on the way. That one's inside. And he'll go to first and make that 2 for Frontier.
Woo, woo.
2-0 Bobcats. Another conference coming up here on the mound. And Solger. Jeopardy theme.
I love that.
Alex Trebek would be proud. Alec Vaughn would be proud as well. Alec once I thought about becoming a contestant on Jeopardy.
He's nodding his head yes. Sure. Why not?
He should be the host. He should be the host of Jeopardy.
I'm telling you, that is
When Scott Allen was the host.
Yeah.
that is one game show that I would be terrible at. Unless I just happen to get like a friends category.
Yeah.
Or, it's just luck of the draw. Useless facts, useless knowledge.
When
I'd be pretty bad.
When I was doing news in Central Illinois years ago, I used to live in Taylorville, and I talked to a couple who went to Wheel of Fortune and actually ended up winning Wheel of Fortune on TV, and talked to them. It was a pretty cool story. And Pat Sajak, my favorite game show host of all time, Pat was also in radio years ago. And
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
he was in radio for Vietnam when he was over there. He's a veteran over there and ended up working TV in Nashville. I think he did maybe some radio in Nashville as well, but you look at where he's at, Pat Sajak, my favorite game show host, and Vanna White. I played the game Wheel of Fortune, and that was always my dream as a kid, trying to get on there. So
I think every girl from my generation was Vanna White at some point. We've all pretended like we were Vanna, showing off the prizes with our arms.
Claire, are you saying you were Vanna at one point?
Yeah, obviously. I look just like her.
J.A. said, did he kiss you back?
Oh, did he kiss you back? I don't know. Was that about?
I don't know either.
Was that something about you were talking about your story? Did
I
you
guess
talk
so.
about a kiss? I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know. Anyway, 2-0 Frontier. What an inning for the Bobcats so far. No outs for them.
I have Angela Vaughn checking in. She says, I'm going to enjoy getting to know these kids and their families. Love Bobcat Nation. We're right there with you, Angela.
Yes.
It's been fun these past couple days, just getting to know the kids a little bit better and getting to know their family and friends. So we're looking forward to that as well. Crafty Destinations is back on there, the Greshams.
Yes.
Any parents going to Florida next weekend, watching some Bobcat baseball will be a great way to celebrate our 24th anniversary. That is so cool. I'm sad that we're not going to Florida to broadcast, but I hope you have a wonderful 24th anniversary.
Yes. Happy anniversary to you. We go back to action. This one's ripped over to right. I don't think it's going to be catchable. It's not. Go right behind the Bobcat dugout. Steele Jackson up at the plate.
We have Zach Leduc's parents, grandmothers, and friends watching from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. That is so awesome. Thank
Hi,
you
guys.
guys for joining us.
Hi, the Dukes.
And Brandy says Dawson's dad and his sister will be down in Florida. So
Oh.
it'll be fun for all the families to be able to get together and watch the boys play in sunny Florida.
Yeah. This one is lined over to right foul. Long strike right there for Jackson. Be 0-2 the count. Bases loaded for the Bobcats again. No outs. 2-0. Frontier leading Kishwaukee. It's been a great sixth inning here for the Bobcats. By the way, new pitcher out there for Kishwaukee. We'll get his name in a moment. Pitch on the way. That one is a strikeout. Okay, 99.
He wasn't so sure about that one, but
That'll be Anthony Amordino, the right-handed pitcher. First right-handed pitcher for Kishwaukee we've seen of the day. I'll make a note of that. And Steele was struck out right there. But a great sixth inning for the Bobcats. And now we have Bryce Humphrey at the plate. Humphrey, of course, went down earlier in second base trying to slide. And good to see Humphrey back up and going.
yes, definitely.
Humphrey pitch is outside. And Mordino, first appearance for him today, wearing big 99 out there.
I think it was Steele Jackson, wasn't it?
It was Steele Jackson. Steele Jackson was at the plate. He was the last batter.
The one that got hurt, though. The one that was.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay, my
I think
mistake.
so.
Okay.
I think so.
Well, it was Jackson. My mistake. That one is a strike. Because Humphrey was the one. I think it was over at first, I think. And then, that's where I was getting confused a little bit. So I'm still waking up.
You're just thinking about that pizza sitting behind us.
Dude, I'm telling you what. I am just I'm getting hungry thinking about
It
it.
smells delicious.
I want to thank Nixie for bringing it over.
I was gonna say, I want to thank Nixie. She's been so helpful and
Yes.
brought us Windex and and paper towels to clean our window and brought us pizza, and we're so thankful. We feel so welcomed and
Yeah.
love being a part of the Bobcat community.
Absolutely. 2-0. Frontier leading. Pitch on the way. That one's inside. Close to getting hit by that pitch, actually. Just right below the knee. 3-1 the count on Humphrey. Josh Colon, the second baseman for Frontier, on deck. Mordino trying to get out of this jam here. So far, one out for the Bobcats. Looking for a double play ball, but Frontier wants to keep that line moving. Pitch on the way. That's a strike. Got it right there in the top corner of the zone. 3-2 the count. Humphrey would like to line this one out if he can. Shoot for the gap. Need a line drive maybe out to outfield. That'd be nice. Or better yet, a grand slam. Why not? Again, we've not seen a grand slam yet here on Bobcat Nation. I have seen a grand slam, a few of them anyway, my broadcasting career.
Matt McHugh's dad was telling us yesterday about his first at bat as a varsity player. He got a grand slam.
How about
In
that?
high school, so
Yeah. That one is low and in the middle.
walking one in.
Walking one and bringing one home. How about that? It's kind of like, reminds me, I don't know why, but when I see this happen, bases loaded, you get walked. Reminds me of free throws in basketball a little bit. You know, if you make it, you know, you don't have to worry about the defense, trying to block your shot or stealing it from you in a way. You're taking advantage of it. Frontier, you're leading 3-0, and you get this cushion of a lead. You're trying to extend it a little bit. You want to maintain it, but for Frontier, leading 3-0 here, it's been a great inning for them. Been a long, bottom of the sixth inning as well, but taking every advantage of it. Cologne up at the plate. Cologne actually was struck out back in the third. Also had a single back in the fifth. So had a hit back in the fifth, I should say. Cologne steps in the batter's box again. Pitch on the way. And boy, he was one to hit this one over to Cox Hall over there in the library. Want to get a good rip at that one. Missed that time. 1-1 the count. One out here for the Bobcats. Again, bases still loaded. Pitch on the way. He swung and missed at that one. Boy, it's so tempting when you're the bat speed. He's had a couple of good, fast bat speeds here and just hasn't been able to make contact yet. 3-0 Bobcats lead. 1-2 the count. One out. And Mordino pitch on the way. Swung on a miss. He struck out.
Shoot.
All right, we go back top of the batting order with Carter Ruffner at the plate. Carter so far, he's not had a hit yet. He was struck out back in the first. Victim of a 4-3 put out back in the third and was out by way in the fifth. Bases loaded, still 2 outs now for the Bobcats. 3-0 they lead over Kishwaukee. Been a good 6th inning for them. And on deck is Artem Logvinov, who kind of got this thing going, actually. Logvinov, the spark for Frontier. Pitch on the way. This one's hit up high. Looks to be catchable. We'll see. It is caught. Nonetheless, though, Frontier was able to get 3 across. And we go to the top of the 7th. Frontier leading 3-0 here on Bobcat Nation, powered by RJ Marketing. Welcome back. Here we're discussing that was the longest inning, but it paid off for Frontier getting 3 across the plate, and they laid 3-0 on Claire. Talked about how both teams have 1 hit going into the bottom of the 6th, and then all of a sudden the floodgates kind of opened a little bit. Talks about the big innings here, and Frontier was seeing that. The Bobcats saw it yesterday, and so far the 6th inning been a big one for them today.
Yes, it has. We're heading into the top of the 7th here, and hoping the Bobcats can keep them here at 0 and finish this game and get ready for game number 2 in the 4-game series that they've played this weekend.
By the way, got a pitcher out there. Max Meyer is pitching for the Bobcats. It was Zach Leduc. Leduc so far has done a good job. He did a great job keeping the Cougars at bay. Let me tell you what his stats real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5. I had Leduc down, making sure. But my count, again, this is all unofficial. I'm not the official.
Official stats.
But for strikeouts, he had 6.
Nice.
So good job right there by Zach. And now you got, again, Max Meyer, sophomore, Georgetown, Indiana. That's right, throws right. So he's getting some warm-up tosses in there. Again, a little bit of a cloudy day. It was cloudy earlier, really overcast, but the sun has come out. All thanks to Alec Vaughn.
Yeah.
He telephoned the sun, said, get over here. We want the field to be lit with the sun's rays. So good job, Alec.
Yeah, it's turned out to be a beautiful, beautiful day here at FNB Field in Fairfield, Illinois.
Yeah. Live chat is open, but we got about 61 devices logged in, had over 70 earlier. So thinking of those, maybe having a Bobcat Nation watch party going on.
Yeah, that's why I always say devices because, we know, like, the Mexican restaurant in town, they'll put it on their TV or just local businesses or, families sitting at home watching it together. So we sure thank y'all for watching us. And
yeah. Again, maybe for those who, again, we've been talking to, the family members and friends of these ball players, maybe if you own a business, hey, you live stream it at your place of business or your home. And pitch on the way from Meyer.
I'm looking into Meyer, Max.
Yes.
His first name's actually Christopher, and then middle name Maxwell. So he goes by Max, but
Mad Max. Meyer, by the way, right-handed pitcher for the Bobcats. Swung on and missed. 0-2 the count on Jack Ryan for Kishwaukee, who's up at the plate. Ryan was picked off at second, back into first, and was walked back into second, had a fly out to third and to fourth. He struck him out. Jack Ryan strikes out. Good job there by Mad Max Meyer. We'll see who's coming up here. By my count, should be Isaac Rivera, the first baseman. No, it's Lopez. Okay, Lopez then. This will be Gabe Lopez, catcher and first baseman. So Lopez getting some action here. Lopez's first crack at the bat today. Again, Frontier leading 3-0, top of the 7th. Umpire noting the change. Max looks on, gets a sign, pitch on the way, and that one's going to be outside, be a ball. 1-0 the count, one out here for the Cougars of Kishwaukee. Next pitch on the way, also another ball, 2-0 the count. Pitch on the way for Meyer. Nobody on the bases, by the way, either. Frontier leading 3-0, as I mentioned. Gabe Lopez at the plate. First action for him today for Kish. Pitch on the way from Meyer. That one was high, but a strike. Like an Adam Wainwright pitch. Waino drops that in there like that's what it reminded me of. 3-1 the count. One out so far. Next pitch on the way, and he's walked. Lopez gets walked over to first. Kishwaukee, though, yet to score a run here. Maybe that might give him some momentum. And now we got another batter. This is Potter, I believe. Make sure I have that right.
Yep, Potter,
Tyler
number
Potter.
28.
He's actually a right-handed pitcher, according to the roster for Kishwaukee, so maybe he may try to lay down a bunt here. We'll see. One out so far for the Cougars of Kishwaukee. Frontier. Again, you got Lopez over at first. He was walked by Meyer. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Throw first pickoff attempt. Safe at first. Good try, though, by the catcher. Try to throw it over first that time right. But unsuccessful pickoff attempt. Still one out. 3-0 Frontier leading, top of the 7th. Kishwaukee on offense. Pitch on the way. Whew, that one is a strike. I thought, the way it stayed, I thought it was going to be inside a ball, but he just curved in there just in the nick of time. 0-2 the count. Meyer trying to find a groove. Pitch on the way to Potter. Struck him out. All right, another batter here. This one. Okay, this one is Novinsky. Blake Novinsky, the left fielder. Okay, I was making sure. So two new batters getting their first bit of action here today. Again, this is the first game of a doubleheader. We'll also live stream the doubleheader, the second game of this doubleheader, coming your way following this one. Good live chat is open and active. You want to say hi to us, show your support for your team, tell us where you're watching from. Love to hear from you. Pitch on the way. Swung on and missed Novinsky. He really wanted a piece of that one. Missed. So far for Kishwaukee, no runs. They did have a hit earlier. That was by way of Zach Cantu, the designated hitter. 3 errors, though, for the Cougars. Swung on and missed. After top of the 7th, 3-0 in favor of Frontier.
That'll do it for game 1.
All right, so Frontier getting the win here 3-0. Way to win the first game of a doubleheader here at FNB Field. And again, Frontier winning 3-0 again, going back to that sixth inning, Claire, the bottom of the sixth. You know, back when it seemed like, you try to get ahead, you try to get a walk, and it seemed like nothing was happening. And all of a sudden, I have to give credit here. I think I'll start with Artem Logvinov. He had that single, and that kind of started the chain.
Yeah, I agree. It was a great game. We will just probably leave our stream up as we wait for the second game to start.
Yes.
We'll probably leave the volume off just because music will be playing and to avoid copyright issues and such. But just so you know, if we happen to lose the stream, we will start another one, before game time. But
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll be back with you soon.
Yes. Welcome back here to the second game of a doubleheader. I'm Derek Dunn. Great to be back here with you. Claire Vaughn alongside and Alec Vaughn running the camera for us. And Claire Frontier won the first game of this doubleheader 3-0. The sixth inning really worked out well for them. They played a 3 across and good ball game, very close. Both teams got their first hit in late in the game, but then Frontier broke it wide open in the sixth, playing those 3 across. And now, second game of a doubleheader here for the Bobcats, looking to get the sweep here, while Kishwaukee still looking to win the first game of the season.
I know it's been a great afternoon, great morning. It started out as
Yes.
of baseball and into the afternoon here, and yep, Kish is looking for their first win of the series, and Frontier's really hoping they can keep them from it. So I'm anxious to get this fourth game started here and second game of the afternoon and see what happens. You know, that's the fun thing about baseball is it is a clean slate every game, and
Absolutely.
you know, you never know which way it's going to go. So
It's like here right now at the high school level. We talk about basketball here as that season's winding up, but where postseason everyone starts off with a clean slate. It's the same way with the playoffs in football.